saying that he feels really good about this offensive line. For you, what makes you feel good about this line? Is it cohesion? Is it the 41 starts you guys are taking in? Is it something altogether? What would you say it is?
I would say it's a little bit of everything you just listed. We've been working really hard in the off season, our fourth quarter program, through spring ball, through summer. So, yeah, I mean, we've just been putting in the work, so we got a lot of belief in it.
And so when you think about just the growth this group's made, I mean, who would you say you've seen the most growth from? Is it a guy like Derek Kelly? Is it Landon coming back from the knee surgery? Is it Eberle because he's healthy?
Everyone's grown in a certain way. I mean, Eberle's the most experienced one we've got. So, but I mean, everyone's grown at every single position. I mean, Derek can go in and play anywhere. So, I mean, that's just amazing to watch him to go do that. And then, yeah, Landon coming back from an ACL, and he's doing really good, looking really good, moving really well. And Cole is playing lights out. So, everybody.
Hey, Rick, this two veteran quarterbacks, and both teams don't mind throwing the ball, but given the running backs they have and the running backs, this game could turn into a running game, so to speak. The backs dominating. Would that be okay with you guys?
That'd be fine with me.
Yeah.
I mean,
you think it's got
love
that
moving people? So.
Do you think it's got that capability where both teams could run the ball?
Yeah. I mean, both teams got great skills, great backfield. I mean, both teams got great weapons. So that's why it's gonna be a great game.
What have you seen from Jacquez and Cam?
I mean, Josh's seen Jock really step up as a leader and really take that starting job. I mean, and all the younger guys like Cam and them are looking up to him, and he's doing a really good job of leading them. And he's just doing everything right, from the little things to motivating, and he's just being that guy.
What does Jacquez bring to the table as a running back? What does he do well?
He's big, he's strong, he's a lot faster than people think too. He's real elusive, he's quick, he reads the holes very well. So we put a hat on a hat and let him take the rest.
As far as you're concerned, how would you describe what it's like to go into this season compared to where you were a year ago, and it seemed like maybe you were still trying to figure things out on the offensive line?
Yeah, I feel a lot more confident. I've put a lot of work in this summer, and I did last summer too. But it was a little different, not knowing like exactly. I mean, I never played offensive line before, so and starting with Ole Miss, and so. But I mean, I learned a lot. I mean, I played like 6 games, and Brock helped me out a lot. I mean, everybody, Rod, and I mean, I just had great teammates that really brought us along. And then this summer we put in the work, so I got lots of confidence.
For you, what would you say is the biggest area of growth?
Just being consistent on everything, from same stance to my pass set staying square to my hands and my run block. So,
what does it do to have like a reference point, like to be able to go back and look at film now at that position and apply it currently? Like, does it help to have film to go back and look at it? Like a year ago, you didn't have that necessarily.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, going back and watching the Michigan game and watching Florida and the games I played in, yeah, that helps a lot, because I mean, I can see what I did right and what I did wrong and what I need to improve on. And so, yeah, that did help out a lot, and we all did that as a whole team and stuff. So that's what I'm saying is we all grew. We all together watched every single game that we played together, talked through it, what we did right, what we did wrong, all that.
Does this have a feel, or do you think it will have the feel of going into a bowl game or even a national championship game this week, or the Florida game or the Miami game? Do you think it's going to have that type of atmosphere?
I feel like the atmosphere when you get there, yeah, it's gonna be just like any other big game. I mean, every game's a big game. Honestly, I don't feel any different this week. I'm preparing for Alabama. But I mean, yeah, I know the atmosphere is gonna be pretty rocking when we get there, and we're prepared for that. I mean, we've played in lots of games where it's been like that. So, yeah.
Do you think the fact that you guys did play like the Ole Miss game last year, the Michigan in the bowl game, that kind of should temper the, like, I guess, nerves or anything?
Yeah. I mean, of course, that helps, knowing that, I mean, we've been in those positions. I mean, and we simulate them in practice every single day. I mean, we have so much pressure on us in practice that when the games come, I mean, we just go back to our basics, go back to our fundamentals.
Rick, what do you think it's going to be like if you guys go 1-0 after this game? What do you think the rest of the season is going to be like?
I mean, I'll talk to you about that after we go 1-0.
What have your general impressions been of Alabama, their defensive front so far?
They're very talented. They are really good with their hands. They're big and strong up front. Linebackers come downhill. They're a very talented team. I mean, so are we. So.
Obviously, you go up against a pretty talented defensive front too. Does Alabama, do they remind you of your guys? Are they similar, or are they good in different ways?
Yeah, I think we gotta, cause people like Burns and stuff. I think we might have a little more speed, but they got Noddies and Christmas. I mean, it's the same all around, really. I mean, everyone they recruited, we recruited, and everyone. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we're all talented. Everyone looks good.
Going one-on-one, good on good. Who are some of the linebackers at the second level that kind of, I don't want to say giving you guys a hard time, but are, making it, hard for you on the second level to kind of get through?
I mean, all of our linebackers are good, and they all love to come downhill and hit. Derek, Six, D-Jack. I mean, they've all been stepping up. Especially Emmett. Emmett's been stepping up a lot too, and he's been playing very well. So.
Did Six practice today?
I'm on the offensive field, so I'm not really sure. I think he did. I don't know. I mean, were y'all out there? So I'm not sure.
Going back to Alabama real quick. I mean, of course, you guys have time to look at them on film, for the last few months. Do you ever kind of sit there and say, hey, do you not want to make sure you get so comfortable that you think this is what they're going to do, or do you always kind of keep an open mind if there could be something coming that, maybe you don't see on film, but it could come later in the game, if that makes sense?
Yeah, and you can't really think about that. It just comes back to the basics. We do what we're coached to do. We do the play. We do your job, and everything will fall into place. So.
What's Trickett been like? I mean, has he been kind of the normal aggressive, or have you maybe noticed something different from him this camp, or how would you assess the way he's been?
He's been the same. He's always been. He's been pushing us very, very hard. When we don't do things right, he gets on us like he should, and when we do things right, he tells us, and we go with it.
There's been a hyper focus on their hand usage, though, right? You guys have done a little bit more in regards to that.
Yeah, we've done a lot of work, and that's one of the things he brought in the summer, new, and just working on the hands, and we've all gotten a lot better with our hands. And so,
do you think you guys have improved in pass protection? Because that was been discussed a lot the past couple of years.
You said, do you think we will?
In what ways do you think you guys have improved?
I think that I mean, we've been putting in the work. So I mean, we've been all on the same page. I mean, working next to Cole, and I've been working next to him all summer long. I know where he's going to be. I know that he's going to be there when I need him if they go inside, and same way it goes all the way down the line. So.
On that note, you guys have had over the last couple of years a lot of different combinations, either from injuries or guys moving around. To have some continuity over the last couple of weeks, how much does that help? Do you think?
It helps a lot. Yeah, it helps a lot playing next to the same person and having the same center. It does help.
You were saying earlier Cole looked lights out. How would you describe to someone what that means to see a guy be that consistent? Is it just his assignments? Is he getting off the ball quick? What would you say it is?
Everything. I mean, from his hands, his punches, his sets. He's doing all the little things right. I mean, he's so big and so strong. And I mean, I seen him just grab Noddy, and I mean, everyone knows how strong Noddy is. And man, he's just as big and strong. And in the run game, when we deuce back, and when we get our double teams, I love double teaming with him because he's big and strong, and he's been playing lights out. He's been playing some really good football.
And so when you see someone like that control, a guy like Noddy, who we all know about his strength, I mean, what does that kind of say to you about, okay, wow, like he has made strides in the last 12 months?
And it's all just technique. I mean, getting your hands inside, you can move anybody. So that's really it.
Talk about the progression of Cam Akers.
Yeah, Cam's looking really good, really good. From when he came in here and stepped foot on here in the spring, I know he wants to be great, and he shows up to work every single day. He buys in, and like I said, Jaquez is really taking that step to be the guy, and Cam knows that, and Cam's just learning from him and working with him. So he's looking very good.